Good afternoon, Bill.
Hey, Pat, how are you?
I'm doing good.
You hear me, Bill? Oops.
Yeah, Keith, I can.
Oh, there it is. I'm pushing the wrong button. Sorry.
Late in the day.
Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Hey,
Jody.
Jody.
Jody,
Yes, very late in the day. So, Keith, I can't harass you anymore about when you had that missing tooth.
you lose one.
Right in the front.
We didn't have another accident, did we?
No, I was chewing on a lamb chop bone.
You get a little older, Bill. Your teeth get a little brittle.
I know. So
You got to go see Jordan.
I'm seeing Sabatoni next week.
Fred.
Yeah. I went over to see Bob Shuttlesworth, and he's sending me over to Burke's Oral Surgery. So,
You know, John's not quite as steady as he used to be, so don't go to John.
Gee, and here I thought I was getting the main man there.
I go to Fallon. I use Steve.
I've used Steve already as well.
Steve puts me out even when they just want to do a consultation because he doesn't want to hear me complain.
Hey, I don't blame him.
So you're going under no matter what we're doing.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, I got 4:30. So I'll call the meeting of the Refuge and Recycling Committee to order. And Melissa, roll call, please.
Bill Jenks,
I am here.
Jody Menon,
Here.
Marianne Reardon will be absent today, and Eric Donahue will be absent today. Keith Durr.
Here.
Great. Well, we still have a quorum if we need to act on anything. This time I'll entertain any public comments as they relate to refuge and recycling. Are there any public comments?
What?
No public comments. Hearing none, we will move on. Okay, let's take a look at the numbers here. And you've all seen them. Anybody have any questions about them?
Numbers seem to be running fairly consistent, Bill, as normal.
Yeah. I don't see too much of a change. Okay, anybody have any questions on the numbers? Okay, and recycling. That's looking pretty average as well, normal.
Correct. And I know in the one of the meetings it was discussed about verification of our recycling. I did a verification today with Mascaro to our recycling goes to the Birdsboro Total Recycling Facility. So if there's any questions about that, that's where our recycling goes, does not go to the landfill.
Yeah, you'd think since they just built that humongous facility that they wouldn't send it to a landfill, they'd use that facility they built. So
Yes, sir.
thanks for confirming that, Pat. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Okay, yard waste numbers.
Yard waste is about normal. We're just beginning our yard waste season, so.
Yeah, I can't really see the last on the screen just because everyone's listed.
40.48.
I looked at them before. All righty, moving on. Ah, money.
Received our performance grant for $39,895 from the state. And so far, we've not heard anything different from where the recycling committee and the council has sent correspondence to the governor's office regarding leaving the money alone in the recycling program.
Pat, what's that based
Yeah, that
on?
was-
Is that based on some formula or what is that based on?
I believe it's based on tonnage of recycling, Keith.
Yeah, and the governor was gonna take all that money away and, put it in other factions of his budget. And that was met, for what I understand, with a lot of opposition. So hopefully he scrapped that idea.
Keith, I'll verify that performance grant, but I'm pretty sure it's based on yard waste tonnage and whether the borough has a recycling program and so forth.
Just curious because there's such a wide swing from a few years ago.
Yes, sir.
Okay, any other, okay, bulk trash.
Bulk trash has not occurred yet, so we'll be preparing
Yep.
for that May 4th, 5th, 7th, and 8th.
May 4th, because the letter or the citizen has it May 3 through 7.
Yeah, it's picked. The 4th is after the midnight set out.
Oh, okay, okay. Alrighty, so everybody get their stuff out that they want to get rid of. Okay, Ms. Stumps.
Yeah.
One thing that really, highlighted me, and I haven't seen it recently, but what was the deal with the 1600 block of Garfield? That there were so many.
Which month are you talking about, Bill?
January. See, there's 1660 Garfield. It seemed to be, normal, that they kept missing them, which makes me suspect that they're not getting it out at the curb in time.
We are seeing that, but I can't pinpoint that exactly to the address.
Okay. Alrighty.
And you'll see high numbers when we get into February around the 16th, 17th, and the 24th. Those were snowstorm days where we had some problems with getting things picked up. Haulers actually pulled vehicles off the road due to the snow conditions.
Right. And for April so far, well, March didn't look too bad.
No, and I talked to Mascara. When I talked to Mascara today, I once again talked to him about missed stops, and they are still dealing with having a lot of staff out with COVID, and their replacement staff is back and forth, and we don't really see the same people on a consistent basis, which they hope to take care of once we get COVID under control.
Right. Speaking of the performance, and since we have some public listening in, Melissa, would you like to explain what's going on this week with the trash pickups?
We're still waiting for a call back from. They think they're going to have everything squared away by Friday, but here's the latest information on recycling and waste collections. That was actually due to the refuse, with advanced disposal. They had numerous employees out on the COVID the other day. And then, of course, in why missing, the truck breaks down, but they pulled it back, and they have been trying their best to get caught up.
Okay, great. So just have to live with it and see what happens. So, all righty. Let's see where we're at. Oh, still the mist. Anybody have any questions on the performance and misstops and so forth? If not, we'll move on. Anybody have any old or new business? Just on a follow-up under old business from our last meeting on January, where there was a public comment made that that the borough was purposely allowing containers to be left, you know, out in the street and so forth. As promised, a letter was sent to our haulers saying, please put them back on the curb line where possible and keep them out of the streets. So we did act on that as well. The only thing I have, and I just wanted to put it in the minutes of the committee, since it involves a committee member. And as I had stated at council meeting, for the record, the other week, Marianne Reardon, one of our committee members, put together a cleanup on the 422 corridor leading up to Wyomissing Hills Boulevard, where she got a total of 60 volunteers, and that includes some school students as well as adults. And they picked up over 100 bags of trash that PennDOT came and took away. But I think that's very admirable of not only all the volunteers that participated, but that Marianne coordinated this all on her own. So I commend her for that. Does anybody have anything else they want to bring before the committee?
Oh, looks like you got a short meeting, Bill.
Oh, I love these. Terrific.
Nothing further from staff.
Okay, wonderful. Well, in that case, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Moved in second. The meeting is over. Thank you very much, one and all. Have a good evening.
You too.